While Argentina has significant potential given its abundant natural resources and educated workforce, persistent economic challenges have hindered its ability to achieve long-term stability and prosperity. Historically, Argentina has struggled with high inflation rates, which have eroded purchasing power and contributed to economic uncertainty. Additionally, the country has grappled with debt crises, defaulting on its sovereign debt multiple times in the late 20th and early 21st centuries. In recent years, Argentina's economy faced numerous difficulties, including recession, high inflation, and a currency crisis. The COVID-19 pandemic exacerbated these challenges, leading to a contraction in economic activity and exacerbating pre-existing vulnerabilities. The people had had enough, and then came Javier Milei. In his campaign saying he would take a chainsaw to the economy, Milei advocated for libertarian values, including shrinking the state, shutting down the central bank, and dollarizing the Argentine economy. Just days after taking office, and on the eve of the festive holidays, Milei presented his DNU, or Necessary and Urgent Decree, to loosen the rules governing the country's economy as annual inflation hit 160%. The mega decree proposed changing or altogether scrapping 366 economic rules. While according to Argentine law, Congress still has the power to sink Milei's program, many are concerned his deregulatory decisions might make matters worse in the South American country. We will have to see if the decree passes first to find out what effect it may have on Argentina in the long run. In the throes of runaway inflation and major issues with the Argentine peso, Milei also vowed to dollarize the economy. Whilst this is yet to happen, he has, in his short time in office so far, implemented a 50% devaluation of the peso. However, amid large spending cuts, prices continue to spiral. Argentina's annual rate of inflation has reached a three-decade high of over 250%. Milei has blamed the poor economy on years of mismanagement and gave a stark warning to expect more pain before any headway can be made. Although a start to making good on his campaign promises can be clearly seen in his first day in office by ordering the closure of the Ministry of Culture. Whilst this is a promising start to living up to his election narrative, he still has many more government departments to tackle, trim, or close if he is to make his chainsaw metaphor come true. And then there is the uphill struggle he faces on both a political and social front. Whilst having very strong conviction about how he should tackle Argentina's problems, having to implement tough policies and undertake drastic fiscal measures won't come easy. Without a majority in Congress pushing through legislation, could be a painstaking process for Milei. Then there is the difficulty he faces in gaining public support on a broader scale. Implementing tough measures, spending cuts and reforms that all cause short-term pain are a hard sell when the population has been plagued by financial and economic turbulence for years at this point. Trying to convince the masses to endure more difficulty for relief in the long run may be the hardest selling point he will have to make during his time in office. While Milei seems to thrive on the challenge, has confidence in his assessment of Argentina's political and economic needs, and has made steps in the right direction in some areas, it is certainly going to be a tough battle for him moving forward. With only a few months in office under his belt so far, he has managed to make some waves in a short space of time. But only more time will tell if he is Argentina's savior or if his policies get stifled by bureaucracy and social unrest. What do you think? Is Milei the one to save Argentina from its economic troubles?